This is story time.
It's about
Us
going
to
a guacamole stand.
a guacamole. I know. It's usually a lemonade stand, but
Sometimes it's just gotta be about guac.
Mole.
Stinking moly.
moly.
Guacamole. And so, Luke and I were walking one day.
Yep, walk.
Because we're friends. And, we were just walking along the street. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway. And then we got to a guacamole stand.
And obviously we wanted,
Guacamole.
but
They don't have any chips.
so
And I was ticked.
he was ticked.
I was ticked.
I had to calm him down, but it didn't.
I grabbed some guacamole. I flipped the stand. I flipped it with my bare hands. I flipped.
Why are you pointing at your head if you flipped with your bare hands?
I flipped it.
Moving on.
I flipped it. And so, after I had the guacamole container, because I grabbed one before I flipped it and called the cops because they didn't have any chips, and they arrested those
So, yeah.
suckers.
Why would they arrest them? Why would they arrest? Why would they arrest the suckers?
Lack of chips.
If it had chips, they would have named it the Chips.
Okay,
And
anyway.
guacamole stand.
So then we
We should have just gone to Rubio's.
I know, because they made it the guacamole stand, but they didn't have chips, so you can't eat just guacamole.
Without the chips.
So I flipped the stand, and we ran down the road, and we went into a store, and I had $2.98.
And we
the
bought some
chips were $2.99! And the cashier said, go find a penny if you want the extra cent.
So,
All day, we were walking around.
I dug a hole.
In circles in the same spot, trying to find
You
a
mean
person
you were walking around in
that
circles?
dug a hole like him next to him
I dug a hole.
and dropped a penny in there because I needed one penny. I needed
Because
one.
I named it the Make-A-Wish hole.
penny.
The Make-A-Wish hole. So I had to earn
Yes,
some money.
there was a sign that said "Make a wish."
So I had to, because we had to earn a penny.
So finally, at 7:01, a guy threw a penny in there, and he was a homeless guy. And you want to know why he was a homeless guy? Because the store closed at 7 o'clock.
7!
And it was 7:01! And so the only person left was a homeless guy because somehow in 1 minute, every single person and employee from the store was gone. They were gone.
They were gone. It's like
They just
they
disappeared.
just like
So we grabbed the penny.
ghostly.
We grabbed the penny. We broke into the store.
with
A penny.
a penny. No, we
We
didn't.
cracked the glass with the penny because we tapped it so many times.
Okay.
We grabbed the chips. We put them on the conveyor belt.
The conveyor belt.
Conveyor belt.
The
Thank
conveyor
you.
belt.
Conveyor. And it went through to the cashier station, but there was no cashier. So Luke stood there pretending to be a cashier, and he put on a hat. And so I thought he was a cashier. And I laid down my money, and then I dropped the penny. And it rolled under the cashier stand.
And he frickin' just.
I flipped.
He uppercutted a Play-Doh can!
I dropped a deuce right there on the store
He was making
floor.
some shortcakes.
I made a shortcake.
He was making them in with whipped cream on
I
them.
was making shortcakes.
He had put some little whipped cream on it.
Yep. And so, after a long time of trying to get the penny, because it wasn't there, we just couldn't get it. I found a $10 bill in my wallet, and I bought the chips, and then ice cream for Luke and I, and we went home.
And
we left.
left.
I spent the night at his house, and we ate chips and guacamole and ice cream all night long.
And so,
And today,
the point is,
we are hyper.
we
are
is,
hyper.
the point.
That's why we're telling
The
a story.
point is,
That this is our first story on YouTube, and you need to subscribe.
the point is though,
What's the point?
there's no point.
It's just that you need to subscribe because it's our first video, that's all. We're also going to be doing Dare on Dares, so in the comments,
Yeah,
leave-
just tell us what you want to dare us, or us to dare.
If you want to know what a Dare on Dare is, look up Olin Rogers Dare on Dare. and then come back to our channel and leave us a dare. And we'll do it together. But it can't be any of the ones that Ole and Roger did, and it can't be anything that will literally hurt us. Like, it can't be the paintball one. Or, what is that? What are you doing there?
Well, I thought we're going, so I'm like...
Peace. Alright. Peace double. Peace one. Dose. Peace.
That was called the Guacamole story!
The guacamole.